Good morning, exchangers. The updates are pretty clear below, but I just wanted a chance to connect with those of you who prefer to be talked to. So, first of all, this week is the week when we get a glimpse, a preview, a taste of the magazine that is to come. I think it's really exciting. We've been tossing around lots of ideas, but now we get to see what are the actual ideas that are coming together and kind of what role we can start to think about, what role we want to play in the work of those around us, contribute to their pieces, add research, perspective, pushback, just ideas for the people around us. So that'll be really cool, I think, this week and definitely in the next 4 weeks as we expand these articles and improve them. What does actually do? Well, first of all, show up to class tomorrow morning, no matter where you're at in the process. It said, your short article copies are due before class. I want to reassure you that those are drafts. They are supposed to be imperfect, unpolished, just your best go at it, turning this into a 1,000-word piece. So show up. What we're going to work on is making sure that things are formatted correctly. I kind of rushed us through SIP and PI format, so I might revisit or clean up or clarify some of that real quickly. And then we're going to do a workshop where we really amplify the strength of our introduction paragraphs. We will also review a rubric for exchangers articles and have some time in class where you guys will ponder what is meant by each of those standards and be able to rewrite it for yourself so that we can own that rubric as an exchangers team rather than just inheriting it from the boss. I prefer that you guys, have some buy-in and some say into what that tool says. As well, we'll just have open time for revising and editing anything that we see and just reviewing the upcoming replies that are going to be due Thursday night. Speaking of Thursday, I gave this some thought, and instead of having you come to class and working on those revision and editing activities, working on the replies, I'm just going to make Thursday's class optional attendance again. So if you feel like you would benefit from showing up for extra support from the person next to you, from me, from just having a room devoted to getting work done, please, by all means, come. You could come and just do the replies during that time. But I'm not going to really have any formal activities prepared for Thursday. I'm just going to provide a space and myself. And if resources come out of that, which they're bound to, I think it'll be a really valuable workshop time. But for those of you who think that you'd rather kind of do the work on your own, go for it on Thursday. And if you missed replies to bios and pitches at the start of our time together, and you were hoping for a chance to make that back, 2 replies are due to short article copies. Do more. Make sure that you guys read the instructions carefully for the replies to short article copies. I'm pretty strict about this formatting, the salutation, the 2 paragraphs, the details, etc. And I will give incompletes and ask you to redo them just because this is supposed to be rich and helpful. And I really want to create an environment where you receive good feedback because you give good feedback. That doesn't mean that you have to be a know-it-all critic of each other. You just need to genuinely take a moment to pause and care about the other person's writing in hopes that they will do the same to you. And my best way of saying this is just spread the love. So please, let's not get to the point where everybody comes back in next week and I have multiple journalists saying no one replied to mine. If your link is up and it's working, you should get at least 1 reply, if not more. And Sunday, that's when the short article copy will actually be due to me, the editor, and that's just for formal review. I want to remind you that the way that I'm evaluating your work at the start of the quarter is do equals earn, which means that my rubric for marking that, for grading your short article copy submitted to the editor at the end of the week is, do you have your intro, body, conclusion, works cited. So it's all very much completion based. That said, I will provide more standards based critique and commentary So while I'm giving you credit for doing, I'm simultaneously giving you comments for enriching, improving, growing, developing, blah, 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 blah. And after we get through this week, which is really your repeat of things you've already learned in previous circumstances, we are going to sharpen our skills. We are going to become stronger researchers. We are going to face the mountain we need to climb of this 3,000 word goal together. And I know some of you are still a little nervous and anxious about that, but the only reason why I'm smiling and excited is because I have so much confidence that you are going to do an amazing job. And I told you this at the beginning, but this is my favorite class to teach. And it's because of how awesome these projects turn out and how proud we all get to be at the end. I want you to finish and feel like your article is something that you wish you could share with more people, because it's one of the best things that you've written. That's not to put that on you to say you must write the best thing you've ever written. It's just to say that that's the legacy that Exchangers has as a magazine. That's the impact it has had on previous journalists. And I'm pumped to see you guys get to step into it as well. All right. Reach out to me if you need anything extra. Some have been emailing me about hiccups with research, questions about organization or topic development. Perfection is not your goal right now. Process is your goal. Genuine investment. And like I said to someone in an email yesterday, the most important thing right now is to make sure that you feel authentically invested in what you're writing about. Don't try to please me. Don't try to please each other. That comes with time. Focus on the writer first. Buy in. Get yourself to buy in. Once that's there, we can get others to buy in. I will buy in if you're bought in. All right, that's it. See you guys tomorrow morning. I'm really excited to spend the time together and workshop a bit.